Greeting and welcome to the Intensive Success Growth. I am your host, Nishant Sharma. Please give warm welcome to Angela Gennari. Angela is a founder and CEO of Titan Global Enterprises, and she is also a podcast host. Welcome, Angela.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, my pleasure. Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who were you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
That's a great question. I have always had an entrepreneurial spirit. I was raised by a single mother who was very tenacious. She made sure that she did everything herself. And so when I see a problem, I tend to want to solve it. Thankfully, I've had my mother as a role model who really helped me and inspired me to take on big issues and want to solve them.
Okay. What are the top three reasons why do people fail?
I think people fail because they lack preparation. I think that's the biggest thing, is that they're not prepared for what's to come. I think that they also fail because they get really quickly to what they want to do. Like, say you're a plumber and you want to do plumbing, or an electrician, or you want to run a security company. They focus on the task that they're doing and not building the foundation of their business first. So building the foundation is the most important part of your business. And if you don't start there, you can't really build. So it's like trying to build a house on sand. It's just not solid enough. You can't build a house if you don't have a solid foundation. So the more foundation you have, the higher you can scale.
Yes.
And then I think the other reason that people fail is because they wait too long. They wait for the perfect time to do certain things. Sometimes you have to jump in and figure it out. So being too scared to do something prevents people from taking that first step, or that, the second step or the third step. And so I think just, getting in and figuring it out. My business philosophy has always been say yes and figure it out. So I think that's helped me to jump into situations that I may not have felt fully prepared for, but I do immediately start preparing so that I can execute on the vision.
Okay, great. So what is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
Oh, goodness. So my greatest failure story, there's a million ways that we fail as entrepreneurs. I think honestly, it's in the work-life balance is where I failed the most. Sometimes looking back, my greatest regret is that I didn't have enough balance in my life. And so now I'm much more conscientious of it. I've been divorced, and I think a large part of, when you're an entrepreneur, but you're also in a family, you have to really start figuring out how to have balance. And so it's really tough to do, but I think setting aside that time. So now as a single mom, I'm very intentional about my time with my son.
Okay, great. What's your success secrets that other can model from you?
I think the main philosophy that I have, say yes and figure it out, is a big one. So I would say that is one of the things that I would really encourage people to do, is don't be afraid. There was nothing in my past that really prepared me to do what I do today, other than the sheer desire, tenacity, and passion to do it. So sometimes the only thing stopping you from being successful is you.
Okay, great. What's your company motto?
Our company motto is, well, for the podcast, it's really empowering women, and for Titan Global Enterprises, it is to provide an exceptional experience for our patrons and guests while delivering a beyond expectations for our clients.
Okay, who is your ideal client?
Ideal clients for us, for the security company, Titan Global Enterprises, would be stadiums, arenas, large events. We provide security and event staff on a mass scale. So that would be our main target market. And then for Pretty Powerful Podcast, our target market is anyone who's interested in supporting and encouraging women in leadership positions.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you find your ideal client?
I usually we work mostly off of referrals. I would say for both the podcast and the security company, referrals are our greatest source. So I think just maintaining really great relationships and doing what you're supposed to do and maintaining those, that meeting those expectations, that's our greatest source of referral, because typically they come to us already ready to do business because they've heard about the great things that we're already doing.
Okay. How do you deliver five-star client experience?
Oh gosh, I think the first thing that has to be is preparation. So just training, making sure that our staff understands the expectations of the clients, and then making sure that we're delivering on that. So that means preparing on the front end, because I work in the events industry and it can be very, very tricky. Things come up all the time. It could be a weather issue, it could be a staffing issue, and so just being prepared on the front end and being proactive about every part of planning and over communicating every part of what you're going to do is a big step in terms of over delivering on expectations.
Okay. How do you handle rejections?
I think rejection is a part of our journey, and I actually do not mind rejection at all. I feel like rejection is redirection. So if I get rejected for something, I feel like it's the universe looking out for me and saying, this wasn't for you right now. We have something better next.
Okay, great. So what are you grateful for today?
I'm extremely grateful for family, friends, and employees and clients who support us through our journey, because it's not easy. I know I definitely couldn't do this alone. And so I'm most grateful for the support that we receive from everyone.
Okay. How do you start your day?
I start my day with meditation every day. So every day when I wake up, I do meditation, and then I typically go and do a workout in the morning, and then I have coffee, reflect on the day, make my to-do list, and then get started.
Okay. Who do you follow in meditation?
Oh gosh, meditation, everybody. So I typically will use an app like a Calm app or Insight Timer or something. But I'm a big believer in getting centered in your day. And it's to me the only way to really start properly.
Okay, great. You can also try Mind Valley.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Mind Valley. Okay. I will check it out.
Yes, you can check it out on Google. There is a one meditation. It's 18 minutes. It's a free. You can try it.
Okay. I will definitely do that. Thank you.
Okay. So how young are you?
I'm sorry?
How young are you?
I am 45 years young.
Okay. You are not 45-year young. You are 18-year young with 47-year experience.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So who is your living mentor and what's the impact?
My living mentor would definitely be my mother. She inspires me every day. She has the greatest work ethic and integrity I've ever seen. And so, just knowing that, I am living up to her expectations in terms of being a good person and living to my fullest potential, I think that she models that very well. I also really look up to my son, who, inspires me every single day because of his work ethic and his integrity. So those two people in my life I look up to immensely.
What's your favorite book and what's your top 3 learning?
My favorite book is The Blue Ocean Strategy. It's a marketing book, and it talks about ways to find new business. And it talks about wanting to differentiate yourself in a bloody sea of competition. And I think it's always been a game changer for me. I think that has been one of my best reads ever. And it was one of the first business books I've ever read. And I've used it as my business philosophy, always to separate ourselves from the competition. I don't want to compete with anyone. People compete with us. We don't put ourselves in a position to compete with anyone. I don't want to be like any other company.
Great. So what's your plan to achieve your goal?
Plans to achieve goals. I think just keep working hard and surround yourself with the best people possible. Nobody can get through this journey alone. So I think that the people you choose to surround yourself with are really, really an important part of your success. So I think surrounding yourself with great people and making sure that you are carrying them through the journey with you is part of achieving success. I think also just not quitting on yourself. So many times you get frustrated through the day, and it's okay to pause. It's okay to take some time for yourself, but then get back at it and start working hard again.
Okay. What advice you will give younger yourself?
I would give younger self the advice of it's okay to fail. I've always been a perfectionist, and it's taken me a long time to get comfortable with failure. In the beginning, I thought failure was detrimental. I thought it was fatal, but it's not. It's always redirected me to a better place. And I feel like, the lessons that you learn from failure are some of the greatest lessons that you'll ever learn in life.
Okay. Once you have revenue generating idea, how would you convince significant others?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Once you have revenue generating idea, how
Mhm.
would you convince your significant other?
Well, I'm a single mother right now, so I don't have a significant other. But if I did, I think that anybody who is a significant other should be a true partner in life. And I think that as long as you make an agreement about, what the risk tolerance will be, that's an important factor. Because in any relationship, if you go to your significant other and you say, "I'm using all of our life savings for this crazy idea that I have," that's a tough pill to swallow. So you just want to make sure that you are on the same page, that you have a backup plan, that your significant other can be a support system for you through some of those tough moments. Because as an entrepreneur, you're going to go through some tough moments.
Okay. So how can we support you?
Um, I think you mean a significant other.
Yes.
Okay, so again, I don't have one, but if I did,
No,
I
no,
would say
significant other means maybe your child, maybe your.
okay, well, my child, my child thankfully is really, really understanding about my job. Obviously I have to work a lot with stadiums and arenas, concerts, sporting events. It's a lot of weekends. And so he's really exceptionally tolerant of everything that I'm doing to build the business. And he sees that and he models that in his own businesses. He's only 15 and he's already started 2 businesses. So, I think that he models that work ethic and just knowing that you do have to make some sacrifices, and he understands that and thankfully is on board with all those decisions
Okay.
because he knows ultimately it's for the betterment of the family.
Yes. So what would you like to say about your guest experience on this show?
Oh, I've had a great experience. Thank you so much. You're a wonderful interviewer, and I really appreciate the opportunity to share my story.
Okay. So what's your final word?
Final word would be always take those opportunities when you can. You never know when opportunities are going to come across, your come your way. And, by missing opportunities, I never want to regret not taking an opportunity. I can fail, but I don't want to regret the lack of opportunity altogether. So when you have something significant come across your desk and it intimidates you a little bit, that little bit of anxiety that it's causing should be converted into passion and the will to do whatever it's going to take to get it done. People would be amazed at what they're capable of if they gave it a chance.
Thanks, Angela, for sharing your wisdom
Thank
with
you.
us. On the behalf of our community and team and Intensive Success Growth Show, we really appreciate you. Until the next time, all good wishes to you.
Thank you so much and enjoy your day.